Alright, thanks for checking out my blog at bluebeamandburgers.com. Next up on the new features 2017 is the dynamic fill. Jump into that sheet. You can pause that and read that. I'm just going to quickly jump into sample drawing. So what we're going to use the dynamic fill for is typically you would go into an area measurement, you would click around and get the area of this room, but it'd take a lot of work to get this curved wall and all these angles and click on all these bump outs. I'm going to come up here to my measurement tab and click on dynamic fill. As you can see there, the shortcut is a J, and then you're going to get this little tool set down here for dynamic fill. And one thing I want to point out is I've got a tool set already loaded here with a bunch of different types of area measurements, and we'll be able to tap into those when we use the dynamic fill as well. So I'm going to close my tool set over there. The first thing you want to do is come over to your the line tool here in the dynamic fill toolbar, and I'm going to close all these doors so that I'm able to get the area without it leaking into the other rooms. Oops. So I'm just grabbing these, double click to finish, click to start, double click. Got a couple more up here, looks like one more. So you can also change the size of this marker if you come into your properties. This, I have it set as small as it goes, but you can make it quite large if you want to. And then you can also change the speed of how this room is going to fill when we spill the paint in there. I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to turn the properties off, close this last door. Okay. And then once I zoom out to see my whole room, go ahead. I held my space bar there and was able to move without closing the command. A little tip there. So now what I want to think about is, do I want to create a space? I have that option here. I could go ahead and name it before I place it. I could also do a polygon markup, an area. You'll see that that one is highlighted blue. That means I'm going to use that one. Poly length, perimeter, and volume if you wanted to get that as well. So like I said, I'm going to use the area command. So I'm going to do the pull down here, and this is where it accesses all of those tool sets that I had loaded off to the side. So I'm going to select admin. This is going to be an admin space, and then I'm going to come over here to my fill tool, click on that, and then like I said, we're just going to spill paint in this room and it's going to fill it out to the extents. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so then all I need to do is apply and close. And that gave me my admin and the square footage of that area. And you can see it followed all those lines of the exterior. So, just like before in 2016 when the legends came out, I can still come over here because I pulled that from this tool set. I can still come over and click on the gear, create a legend, and report all of those square footages in a legend view. Okay, so I mentioned the properties where you can change the thickness of that line and the speed of your fill. So if you want to change your defaults, just come over here to the settings and preferences, and then on the left hand side of the menu here you're going to click on dynamic fill, and here's where those options are available to set as a default. So I've just got mine set as small as it'll go, and then my speed kind of set medium so it doesn't go too crazy. If you go outside of the lines, it will start filling other areas. So I just leave mine somewhere in the middle. And that is where you do your properties. One thing I can also show you here quick too is, okay, so here I'm going to click on my fill. I'm going to go ahead and fill this room and let it spill out into the other, and then just let go because it went too far, right? So now I can come back and draw the line and close this off. And it'll clean that up for me so it doesn't have all that extra out here. So you can do that after the fact if you run into a mistake. So that is dynamic fill. Thanks for checking out bluebeamandburgers.com.